Live from 14 WFIE, this is Midday with Mike.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mike Blake, and welcome to Midday with Mike for this glorious Thursday, September 5th edition of Midday with Mike. Hope you're having a good day. It is great to have you with us. On today's show, we're going to talk Otters baseball. We'll get expert medical advice from Dr. David Schultz and share some exciting marketing news from Hardee's. And you'll meet two men of Team Barely Cold, and they've got some big plans for what is called the Special Olympics. But we begin this Thursday with a preview of the much anticipated first annual Victory International Film Festival in Evansville. Running from September 12th through the 14th, that's next Thursday through Sunday at Evansville's Victory Theater. The festival will feature a red carpet event. We'll showcase 120 films from 30 countries. It'll have more than 30 filmmakers in attendance and make that 40 and have 8 panels and workshops. It will also present the Indiana premiere of the much talked about film called The Silent Natural. And it'll feature as well a block of films called Inspiration Through Adversity. So how'd Evansville land such a wonderful event? Well, what's its primary purpose? And most importantly, how can you and I get tickets? Well, for the answers to such questions, we welcome the festival director on my immediate left for the festival, Matthew Ulm. And joining Matt, of course, well-known movie critic for 14, Ted Haycraft. Guys, welcome. Congratulations. This was a long time in the coming, wasn't it?
Definitely.
Matt, what were the variables that said, hey, we can really do this?
Well, I think we always had the opportunity with the environment that we have here in Evansville, and we definitely have a strong arts community, so there was definitely a push for it. And it really just said, let's go ahead and do it. I think that people want it, and getting together with Roger and Josh, my two partners in crime, yes, and getting together and setting it up.
What were some of the biggest challenges, maybe, or the challenge in saying, hey, we're bringing a major festival? How'd that come about?
Well, I think the thing that you need is great locations and great films for these film festivals. So we've been very lucky that we were able to get into the Old National Public Theater at WNIN. The folks at Gage got us into Innovation Point. Encounter Church on Main Street is going to be our registration and headquarters, and the Central Library. So getting together with those folks, explaining what we were trying to do, and then getting them to agree.
And hard workers. This guy, I mean,
you gotta have them, right?
I've been on the sidelines more so than, but him and Roger and Josh have been really working. It's really tough when you're trying to hold down other jobs and do other things, and so they've really been working.
It's tough. So that leads to the next question. What are the keys in putting on a festival like this? What are the things that you absolutely have to have in place?
Well, I think having good people in place, obviously, which is what Ted just talked about, and Ted has also been a great component of that because he's been helping us out with giving us shout-outs on Cinema Chat,
right,
and then also with the film series that we've been running, which will continue on through next year, but also finding those films. So we've been curating 120 films for this film festival from 30 different countries that will show over those 3 days. Right. And also having a great set of panels and presenters that are going to be at the festival as well. Ted,
you've been a panelist for many festivals. You're excited about this,
yes,
aren't you?
Well, it kind of, like I said, there was a festival that started at the Alhambra Theater, and I went to the first one, I thought, oh, it's Evansville, and I thought, wait, there's some interesting things going on here. I want to be part of this. And so when Matt decided that we're going to start this up again and really go full, I said, Matt, I want to help out. And I love talking to directors. We had a panel with the directors. We're planning to have one, and they're just, it's fun. It's a great chance to network, too.
Yes.
The festivals, Matt is a freelancer filmmaker himself, and so he loves these things where he can actually bounce off ideals to other filmmakers and stuff and meet people. This is a good way to do that.
Yeah, these casual conversations that people will get to have with filmmakers, with over 40 of them being there, will be very dynamic.
Hey, we got much more to talk about. Again, Matthew Ulm, he's the festival director. Ted Haycraft, again, a contributor extraordinaire. All about the first ever, what we hope will be the first of many, Victory International Film Festivals in Evansville. You're watching Midday with Mike, and we'll continue in just a moment. Talking about the first ever Victory International Film Festival. It'll be next Thursday through the Saturday, September 12th through the 14th at Evansville's historic Victory Theater. And we're talking with Matt Ulm. He's the festival director, and Ted Haycraft, our extraordinaire film critic. Okay, opening night. It's going to be a fun night. Red carpet. What's going on?
Well, we're going to start off at 6 p.m. by opening up the Victory Theater, and we're going to be having a red carpet event for an hour. People will get to walk the red carpet, take their picture in front of our festival banners. Concessions will be open so they can have an adult beverage or maybe some popcorn. And then we're going to move in at 7 o'clock to our presentation, and we're going to be showing 7 wonderful shorts that will be able to show people what's in store for the next 2 days.
Quick thing about the fan we want to talk about. You're really making it fan friendly with there's a Q&A after all the panels, right? That kind of stuff. And this opening night, having a red carpet deal, that's a good deal, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. And we've got the 7 panels, of course, where they'll be able to ask questions of people. And we've got it listed out with those 40+ filmmakers. They'll be attending their screenings as well.
What are we looking at right here, guys?
We're looking at our festival trailer, and those are
samplings of all the films.
Tell us about the Silent Natural.
Yes.
Boy, it's getting a lot of buzz, isn't it? What is it, Matthew?
It's an inspirational sports feature film that was made down in Kentucky by David Risotto and his team, and it's about William Dummy Hoy, who was one of the first deaf Major League Baseball players. And we're going to be showing that at Encounter Church at 7 p.m. We're going to have a showing of that feature film, which is an Indiana premiere, and then we'll have a Q&A with the filmmakers, a producer, with the lead actor Miles Barbie and Marshall Teague.
And you also have something, inspiration through adversity.
Yes, sir.
A series of films.
Yes.
Again, was that? How do you gather that type of material?
Yes, well, that's going to be 2 p.m. again at Encounter Church. And it's going to be 3 documentaries with a Q&A with the filmmakers afterwards. And literally, one of them was from a filmmaker that I know in Tennessee, and I knew that it was out being shopped around. One of them was from another one of the filmmakers, Paul Nethercott, who's a member of the Indiana Filmmakers Network in Indianapolis. And then the third is actually about a woman named Susan Scarlett, who was from this area. And she reached out and talked to us and said, I've got this documentary about something that happened in my life.
I know, yes.
Well, I was going to say, there's a lot of, I personally know a lot of film fans here in town. And,
right.
And just, if they would just come up, at least, they don't have to go to all, it would be great to go all 3 days,
sure.
Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, but come for a portion of it, or check out the schedule, see something that you might like. But it's some really quality stuff here. Right. It's just not, it's just some local little thing,
And how critical is it to get people in the seats?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we were an Indiana Arts Commission grant we received one, and so we've tried to keep the price really low. It's $25 for all 3 days if you want to come to each and every day of it. It's $15 just for the opening night, or $10 for each of the screening days. And those tickets are available at victoryiff.com. And we'd love to have a great showing. It'll only help us build it bigger for next year.
Bring in some big directors.
Yes.
Eventually, like, if it could be a Sundance or whatever, not that we have Steven Spielberg in our area, but someone that
someday.
That will say, oh yeah, I know that director in that film. I want to come.
Before I let you go, what really excites you most about it, Ted? I'll let you go first.
Just the fact that we're having a festival and the quality of the entries and the fact that we get to meet some of these filmmakers. I think that's just good. And I think
whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing, and just hopefully big builder till we get some named directors in too.
Yeah.
Matt,
we've got films from Sundance, South by Southwest, Toronto International,
big
Cannes. So I mean, again, the quality of the films themselves are really spectacular, and having over 40 people decide that they want to come in as filmmakers to join us is great.
Matt,
we get to show off Evansville.
Yes. Guys, again, Matt Ulm and Ted Haycraft. I'm sure there'll be a second film festival for Victory International. Matt, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike.
As always, Ted, thanks for sharing. Guys, we'll see you at the film festival.